Yep.
All right, so we're going to start with Sentiment Chef. So what Sentiment Chef does is it basically provides sentiment analysis, some summarization, image tagging, and search restaurant reviews. So under the hood, what MongoDB is doing is it's working with Gemini, which is Google's next generation AI model, to do all the sentiment analysis, summarization, and the image tagging for these restaurants. So we'll go through and look at this first restaurant. So you see we have basically a summary of the restaurant. We can leave a review. And there's no reviews currently, so we'll leave a review.
Yes. So what we do is we also look at the texture of the app. We'll probably to our
Are you guys using Mongo or
It's just like
Is it taking the review as the input?
Yeah, so it's gonna take the review as the input. If I had images, I could drop them here, and it would tag them automatically as well. So I'll submit the review, and so we can see my review. You can see that it was a positive sentiment when it was. It can see also if I had mentioned the service, it would
specify that. Okay.
So another cool thing.
Azim.
Oh, my fault.
That's fine. I get that all the time.
Is it will also recognize if I'm being sarcastic. I really loved waiting so long. The whole food at the end of the meal was icing on the cake.
That's a negative. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you'll see it actually picks up on the fact that I was being sarcastic. So under the hood, what MongoDB is doing is MongoDB storing the reviews, it's vectorizing the reviews, and then sends them up to Gemini to do all like the sentiment analysis and all that stuff. And as you can see, it happens quite quickly. So that's one Gen AI example we have. I'll see if this one works, because this one's pretty cool. Somebody had it over here. Darn. Okay, that one I don't think we have right now, but what that one does is you take a picture of you, and it'll store the image in MongoDB, and then it sends that up to Gemini, and it basically does a comparison and shows you who it thinks you look like from a celebrity perspective.
Wow, that's cool. Is it publicly available now?
Yeah, there's a GitHub there. Since you're recording, I'll put it up here so that hopefully it can get a screen capture of it.
Oh yeah, I'll record it.
But yeah, that way you can build it yourself and see it for yourself. Let's see, I think this one works.
That's from Hugging Face, okay.
Yep. So this one is specific for New York City, but what you can do is you can say, I'm looking for Korean food on the west side of Manhattan, and basically anywhere. Anywhere in the 10,000 meter, it'll get restaurant.
You get a map view or just a list of the restaurants?
I think for this one it gives both. So what it's doing right now is it's doing like a GeoJSON query. It basically has coordinates for what's west side of Manhattan. It's also seeing that I'm looking for Korean type food.
Do you have the architecture for how these things are built? Like an architecture diagram?
Let me see. I don't think they do for this one, but run. My OpenAI API key must be wrong.
That's fine.
But yeah,
Demo gods.
yes, exactly. But what this is doing, or should be doing behind the scenes, is it runs that query, it looks at restaurant types, and then it's going to send that up to, in this case, OpenAI.
Okay.
And it's going to basically say, because not everything's going to be kind of as clear cut as Korean. I could be looking for something like that.
Okay.
Where it's more up to where there's interpretation that needs to happen.
Gotcha.
And that's where the LLM would come in, and you can do that. So at the end of the day, all this is possible because you're able to store both your operational data, which in that case is my restaurant list, my geo coordinates. You can store all that in the same database in the same spot as my vectors. So that's what kind of opens up applications like this and the ability to do stuff like this, all in one database. Like sure, you could do this with Elastic and Postgres and those, but you're having to kind of bolt them all together
In one piece, yeah.
yeah. Whereas with us, it's all one architecture. For the database portion, obviously, still you need LLMs, embedding models. But yeah.
Well, Michael, thank you so much for giving the quick demo. Really appreciate it. Yeah.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.